Welcome to Attack on Show. I'm Robbie.
And I'm J Marsh. And he better have opened with that.
And we've got a binge-worthy segment for you today with HBO Max's. Is there just an HBO anymore? Or is it all HBO
we
Max?
actually did an episode. You remember we did an episode explaining...
Yeah, we were completely wrong.
We were completely wrong explaining the YouTube.
Because there was HBO Go at the time.
Oh my God,
HBO
there's
Max,
just so much HBO.
Yeah.
But yes.
We're going to look at the original series, Our Flag Means Death.
God, man. How much time do we have for this?
Well, until this is empty.
All right, we got all night. So, Our Flag Means Death is a Taika Waititi film, or a show, I should say.
Taika Waititi. It's actually written by David Jenkins, who only had like one other series under his belt. So this is like a big launch for him.
Which is great. It's funny because it feels very Taika Waititi. Like, Into the Shadows. I am very surprised to know that. Yes.
No, I originally thought it was as well.
Yeah.
And no, actually it's not. But the series follows Stede Bonnet, who's like this pampered, like,
and
rich guy.
I want to clarify, it's Stede Bonnet.
The gentleman pirate.
The gentleman pirate.
Oh, right, so you're the gentleman pirate then.
Well sussed.
This is in the 18th century when piracy is very popular.
Rampant?
Yes.
Can we say rampant? Okay,
and,
yeah.
He wants to sail the world as a pirate and puts this like ragtag crew together. And then the adventures follow from there. They run into the famous Blackbeard, who is,
oh my God,
well played by Taika Waititi.
Hello everyone, I'm Blackbeard.
Taika Waititi. He plays Captain Blackbeard. This, it's so well done, and I think it's short. Like, some of them are 22 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's a great watch. Joel Fry, Vic Ortiz. There's some really great ensemble when it comes to this cast.
Yeah.
Of individuals that are in this. It plays so well.
Tapas means little plates.
Yeah, I know about tapas.
So for me, I think the first 3 to 4 episodes stood out more than the later episodes. And when I started watching the series, I compared it more to like the pirate version of Avenue 5. The like that same similar style of humor. We covered that before, so if you didn't watch that, make sure you go watch Attack on Show's previous episode on Avenue 5. But it has that similar style of humor where it's clever, it's funny. Like, these are the dumbest pirates that are sailing the world.
Oh, yes and no.
Yeah, but I love the idea of that because you've never really seen idiot pirates that just like are dumb. And like, whenever you see a pirate movie, it's always like Jack Sparrow and like these swashbucklers that can like do anything. You never really got this side of the story, so I was really excited to see this when it started rolling out. Like, I thought it was really funny and clever, but I felt like midway through the season it kind of changed tones.
Shift. It did. You know, it's kind of the introduction to Taika Waititi and Blackbeard as a pirate. It did definitely change tones. It became a bit more melodramatic.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
And I kind of started to lose interest towards the end. Yeah.
So it's interesting that Rob says it because I kind of feel like I bought in a little more at that point.
You're a fucking lunatic and I like it.
This is one of those shows that I will really kind of say depends on the mood that you're in. Would you agree?
Yes.
That your mood kind of depends on, is this going to work for you at that time, or is this not going to work for you? It felt good, but it felt a little drawn out.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
and I'm not saying all the humor left there. Like,
no,
it wasn't
not
funny
at all.
later on. It's just the tone of it.
Yes, I was just going to say, there's a tonal shift.
It becomes like a coming out story.
It really does become a coming of age story.
Which is respected. However, when I started the series, I felt like this was more like the Avenue 5, just going to be kind of like a witty humor show, like comedy.
You know what, Rob? I can't agree with you more on that. I think this is one of those things where sometimes it happens with Rob and I. We're doing this, we're kind of talking it out, and exactly. And you're like, oh, yeah. And it really is. There's a gigantic tonal shift in that where neither one of us, I'm not saying it's bad, but there's definitely, it's almost like two different shows.
It is, but has recently been renewed for a season 2, which I will look forward to and watch.
Absolutely, yes.
That is something that I think will be clever, and Taika Waititi, I still have a hard time saying his name. It's a tongue twister for me. It's like camaraderie. I can never say that. I can never say that word. But It's definitely has like his signature all over it. You can tell. I say he
It's
didn't write
all-
the series,
he didn't-
but
but
I'm
it's-
sure he was on set. Like, let's do it this way.
Oh,
Like his influence is
absolutely.
all over this.
Oh, Gottfried, will you stop fingering my dents and let's get back to some accounting?
And I will say this, you kind of get this aspect sometimes when it comes to a pirate series or a pirate show, this grandioseness, and it's, the cameras are very tight. Right, a lot of things. It's funny as I thought about this, I'm like, is this ship any bigger than like 10 or 15 feet? Because it feels that way.
No, when you see behind the scenes, it's very cheaply made, I would say. It's
Yes,
almost interesting.
yeah.
It has like a cabin boy feel, like for
It
fans
does,
of that show.
well put, yes. And I think that will probably change in season 2. I feel like the popularity of this will create a little bit biggerness, but there's great actors in this, you guys, and that's what I really want to emphasize. There's some really,
It's a great cast.
Great cast. Matthew Merritt, who plays Black Pete, is really, really one of my. I enjoy it every time he talks.
We made this for you. It looks like a thumb, but it's a finger.
That lisp,
It is hilarious.
that natural lisp. I
Yes.
just, it's so much fun. There's many other different.
Game of Thrones fans will see Hodor.
There's a lot
is
of
in
that,
it. Like
yes.
he's in the show. Christian Nairn. Hodor.
Yes.
He actually gets lines, so it's interesting to hear
It
him
is.
talk.
It's great. Yes. Con O'Neill is Izzy, who plays Blackbeard's sidekick.
The voice you never forget. Everyone knows the voice, and like, where did I see him
Yes.
before?
Oh, I see. You think you're cute.
And he plays a very kind of pulling Blackbeard in or keeping him close in the whole thing.
Leslie Jones and her, what's the nose jar?
Yes, Leslie Jones played Leslie Jones.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right? Yes.
But there's a lot of good characters, and this is a good ensemble. I gotta say, like, if we're gonna go on a scale out of 1 to 5, though, because of the tonal shift and its inconsistency throughout, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5.
I can't do 3.5s, so I'm really kind of torn between the 3 and the 4 on this. I'm gonna have to probably go with 4 on this because I don't
Rounding up.
I'm gonna round up on this. I think it holds its own. I think it's really important that you kind of have to be in the right mindset to sit down and watch this.
Yes.
This is one of those where you either sit down and watch the whole thing, maybe over 2 days,
Yeah.
or you watch a few episodes and you've completely forgotten about it.
Well, and that's
Not
what
saying
I
it's
fell
bad.
into. Yes.
Not saying that it's bad, but if you had that time and you got that afternoon, you're just going to watch the whole thing, watch the whole thing. Because you're probably not going to pick it back up after that. Again, would I watch it? Sure. Is it essential viewing? Probably not.
If you got Ted Lasso or this to watch.
Yeah, Ted Lasso. I mean, God, all day long. Yeah.
So, have you seen the show? Have you watched it? If you go and watch it because of us, make sure you come back. Leave comments below. Let us know what you think. We'd love to hear if you agree, disagree with us.
Yes.
Get your feedback on it. And we want to thank you for watching. We love all the feedback we've been getting recently.
And,
Just Return has been hugely popular
I-
amongst grandmas 85 and up.
Gilf? The Gilf crowd? Can we say that? Again, everybody, thank you so much for accepting me back to Attack on Show. I'm J Marsh.
J Marsh, I'm Robbie.
And this is Attack on Show.